Alright folks, welcome to another draft here with Kaldheim. Starting off strong. This is one of the best rares in the set. Showdown of the Skulls. For 2 white and a red, you get to exile the top 4 cards of your library. You get basically that turn and the next turn to play them. And then on the chapters 2 and 3, every spell that you cast puts a +1/+1 counter on your creatures. This pack is very good. Clarion Spirit is very good as well. I'm a big fan of Behold, obviously, one of the best commons in the set. White removal is great. One of the decently good dual lands, red and green. Glittering Frost, not the first pickable one, but very good in the snow deck. We're definitely going to go with Showdown of the Skulls. I think that this is far and away the best card in the pack. But if Showdown wasn't here, I would probably pick between Clarion and Behold as pack 1, pick 1. So that's what I'll be looking at. Oof. This one has the potential to kind of go off. We stay on a white-red theme. And now we're going to be picking runes fairly highly. Bounding Gold and Battlefield Raptor are both very good as well. Particularly the Raptor is a lot better than it looks. Particularly in a Showdown of the Skulls deck. But I think I'm going to be picking the rare here. Hoping to wheel either one of these. Dual, we're probably not going to wheel, but maybe we will. Who knows? But yeah, easy run for a champion here. What do we see here? Bad removal is still removal. Spectral Steel is pretty medium. Courser is interesting. Courser makes Showdown easier, but I don't think I want to third pick a Courser. Seems a little bit earlier for this. This gets back only an aura or equipment. It doesn't get back an actual enchantment. We're gonna be looking at the other Master Skull. That's the card that we're gonna be looking for. I think I am gonna pick the Squash though. Yeah, this one is good with runes. Like if we have both in play, they are effectively free, right? You get 3 runes. So, hoping to wield this, but I think I'd rather pick the Squash, even though it's a bad removal spell. Still a removal spell. Okay, so both Tormentor's Helm and Code Spell Cleric are very good. I think I'm gonna go with the Helm. We want to pick cheap equipment fairly. We're definitely looking to be a pretty aggressive red-white deck so far. I guess not that aggressive. Like, we do have some staying power, but Tormentor's Helm is great for us. One thing that's important about Coldspell Cleric is that it puts one +1/+1 counter on any creature, not on itself. So you can suit up one of the Hawks. But like this equipment is just the nuts in an aggressive deck, so you can probably play like 3 or 4 Helms in a super aggro deck. See a cool dual in the pack and immediately want to pick it, it's a problem. Well, I mean, I do like it, but like this really sets us up to want to be red-white aggressive. Like, if I first pick a Showdown, I really want to play it because I think it's kind of busted. And then, like, the champion kind of veers us in that direction as well. Then Squash just... This is like the question mark, right? Like, this one's the weird, the maybe yes, maybe not. Like, it's probably going to be a 5-mana removal spell in our deck. But the Helm really seals it and takes it home, So if we can establish ourselves as an aggressive / mid-range red-white deck. This card is not very good. So this is probably like the worst out of all of the sagas. So it's between Valkyrie's Sword and God's Hall Guardian. This guy is actually a lot better than it seems. It's effectively a 4-mana 3/6. But I think that the Sword is gonna be... It's gonna be better. Vault Robber is not great. This is a pretty late dual land. Like, it seems like nobody's really trying to get into Snow just yet. Because, like, this is, what, like, 5th pick? I guess it's not that late. But this is one of the good duels, though. Like, this actually... bug dual lands are the ones that you should be picking the highest. Gonna go with the Valkyrie Sword. This one's big. This one's big. This is basically, like, Temur Battle Rage. This is basically TBR. But it only costs 1 mana. This is how you close a lot of games with the aggressive decks. So we're gonna be super happy to pick this up. This is a very powerful combo trick. We want to find some run amoks, because run amok plus this is basically TBR plus become immense. So we're passing on like a bunch of, again, like snow seems super open. We have a pretty, I guess that nobody should have picked the Tron this highly, but like Bergstrider is just pretty late at this point, and like the duel is actually pretty late. Again, this is not a bug duel, but like off-color duels, meaning that you have one of the good colors, which in this case is blue. These are moderately high picks. Sweet, yeah. So this, we're gonna pick the Raptor here. Raptor is amazing in our deck. We want a bunch of 1-drops to go with Showdown, and we get to, this guy just wears equipment very, very well, and we already have 2 pieces of equipment. We're gonna be looking at we want to get some picks. That's gonna be the big one. But yeah, nothing else that we're looking at in the pack. I mean, besides Tormentor's Helm, but like I'd rather have my first Raptor than my second Tormentor's Helm. Not the best pack. This is the last one of the pack, so we could pick this, which is just a fine 4-drop. It's kind of medium though. I did see a Raven Wings before, so if I'm not gonna play 2 copies of this card, so if we will the other one, like I'd rather pick the white card, I think. This is fine, it's not insane or anything, but like it's just an okay. I literally don't even play limit, I'm just here to enjoy your commentary and chat's dry humor. Beautiful. That is the best comment that is the highest praise I've ever been given. Okay, so nobody is on the snow deck, because this wheeling is just disrespectful. But Run Amok is just great in our deck, so I'm just gonna pick this instead. Nobody playing snow. This is a white card, so this card is just so bad though. But I kind of want to incentivize my opponent. I guess I'm going to cut this one, because I don't want my opponent to be an aggro deck, because I want the aggro cards. There's the Raven Swing that I was hoping to wheel, so there you go. Ox, probably not going to play it. Ooh, this guy getting back is awesome. I think I have not seen a Demon Bolt in like 4 drafts or something. I don't know if people are really picking it extremely highly or if it's not getting opened, but are there any vehicles to go with Ox? Yes, there is actually a combo, which is with a card that is, it's a 6/3 vehicle, which is called Colossal Plow. It's a 6/3 vehicle that it's 6 to activate. It's 6 to crew, and then when it attacks, you gain 3 life and you get 3 white mana. That's like the big combo. Oh, right here, this one. Sky is fine, but we're obviously not blue. Honestly, if we had jumped into snow, we would have a pretty sick deck. We would have a Sculptor Winter, we would have a bunch of duels. We probably would even be able to cast our Showdown. But we positioned ourselves into red-white sort of aggro, so we're going to be taking the Batter Shield Warrior. Hoping to wheel Iron Verdict or one of these 2. Maybe we'll play one of these 2. Hoping to not want to play one of those 2. But yeah, the duel is not important, and yeah, let's go with this guy. It does make blocks pretty awkward sometimes. Okay, so reinforcements or shock? Because I don't think this is going to be anything more than shock. I think it's more likely that we will Dwarven reinforcements than we will shock. So I guess I'm picking shock here. This I have actually been more impressed than I originally thought about. So it's 4 mana to activate and you sacrifice, and you search a layer for an aura and an equipment. So like the fact that you get both is something I thought that you got either or the other one, and then I realized it was actually and or. So in a deck that can use this, it's pretty good. I don't think our deck can use it just yet. Like we have equipments, but we don't really have auras just yet. So if we wheel that, maybe we'll play it. We'll see. Here, this one's great. Like this card is awesome. It's very good in aggressive decks, particularly when you can pair it with ways for it to survive. but you can make your opponent's blocks really tough, and then Boast effectively draws you a card. So this is how you keep up the card advantage going. So super happy to pick up a Firewalker here. Again, we have Cold Spell Cleric, and we have Rune Crown, but we have not really seen any runes. Like, this is the first one we see, and it's a black, so I'm probably not going to be taking an off-color rune. But, yeah, Firewalker. Francis Raider, pretty good with our Boast Firewalker, but nothing else really. I'm probably going to pick it anyway. Oh, we do have this guy, that's right. And we do have the Braggart. Okay, yeah, okay. Francis Raider seems pretty good for us. Nothing else that I'm really looking at here. Maybe Valor of the World. Like this hand, this card is okay, but it's not particularly great. If we do wheel the land, we could basically draw this for free. Not what I'm looking for though. Interesting. So probably the Berserker here. It's between Berserker and Cleric. I think I'm actually gonna go and get my first Cleric. Like, we have already a reasonable amount of 3-drops. I guess we have 3, but we are pretty short on 1-drops, and you want 1-drops in a deck like this because you want them to be wearing your equipment. So I'm gonna be taking the Code Spell Craig, I think. This is just ooh, Master Scald. Yeah. I was going for the 2-drop, but then like Scald actually pairs really nicely with our Showdown, and we also have like a bunch of stuff that our opponents might be destroying. So in order to really get value from Skull, we're gonna be basically first picking a pick. So if we see a pick, we're going to insta pick it, I think. Another run amok. Yeah, probably better than everything else. Like 4 mana removal, probably not where I want to be, but yep. Warhorn Blast, this is a card I have tried to play a couple of times. I wasn't particularly a fan of. Maybe if we get a couple of Dwarven Reinforcements, we might play this. Also, it's literally the only card that we might care about in the entire pack, so I guess I'm going to put it here for now, but maybe I don't play it. We're probably going to take Braggart over Valor. We saw another Valor earlier too, so take the medium 4-drop. Okay, we did wheel this, so maybe we'll play it. I don't think I'm giving anything up. This is just not a good card. Never play this, basically under any circumstances ever. Another Cleric is awesome. We could get a Raider's Scarf too, but I think that just Cleric is great. Valor of the Worthy. Yeah, sure. Maybe that combos with Cleric. You're all gonna love this week's podcast episode. Oh yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Too bad that we had the champion and we found no runes to speak of. Like, we saw a blue rune and we saw a black rune, but we didn't see any of the runes that we would be playing. I'm a little bit short on creatures. Like, I wish we had access to more creatures, so I'm gonna be trying to prioritize that. Pick would also be awesome. I'm looking for this to be a 26 land deck, a 16 land deck, sorry. So like, we're still a little bit short on playables, and like would like to not play Warhorn Blast, for example. Let's see what we find here. Oof, yes. 2 mana, 2/2 first strike. Boast abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate for each dragon you control, but the boast is boasted. Boast, busted, boasted, right? Right? I know. You just make a 5/5 dragon. It's just ridiculous. A 2/2 that makes a 5/5 dragon. Like, what the hell? Yeah, so we're very easily picking this. Spectral Steel is medium. We actually have a pretty solid amount of cards that we would be happy to play. We would probably be happy to play any of these, and we would be okay playing Spectral Steel, but like, this card is just insane. So we're gonna take the Dragon King Berserker. What do we got here? 2-drop, or we already have 1 Raven Wings. I don't think we want a second copy again. I'm still hoping that we get more Helms, or that we get more we get some picks. So it's between getting a 3-drop or getting a 4-drop. I think I'm just going to get another Firewalker here. 2-drop is the other consideration for curve purposes. But yeah, like with the Raider and stuff, I think I'm just going to go with Firewalker here. What else? What else? What else? This guy is kind of busted. This guy is kind of busted. This guy's kind of busted. This guy's okay. But I think we're just going to pick Bounding Gold here. Obviously, Crush the Weak crushes us. So probably not a card we're going to be excited about playing. Doomscare Oracle is just like a 1-mana 3/2, which is great. The Gain to Life clause is kind of irrelevant in a deck like ours. But like I would probably play Doomscare Oracle if I had it. But I think we're just going to Bounding Gold here. Dual land. This one fixes our mana. Can't be too upset about that. Also, there's nothing else in the pack. But there's some very good cards. Like Fall of the Imposter is awesome. We 3-0'd with a green-white deck yesterday, which had 3 copies of Fall of the Imposter. It was great. Finn, I still have no idea how to feel about this card. Sometimes I play against it and it's a joke. And sometimes I play against it and it's just kind of insane. But if I were on Snow, I'd probably pick either Green and Frost or Struggle. Like this card is very good, I think. It's basically like 1-mana removal spell, but yeah, everything else is kind of like pretty archetype dependent. But yeah, dual land, great. Nothing for us here. So I guess we're just gonna pick a Divine Gambit for the sideboard. This card is it's just an okay sideboard card. It can really backfire though. But yeah, again, super late dual land. Like whoever, if anybody did manage to position themselves on the Snow deck in this draft, they're gonna have an insane deck. So many good Snow cards wheeling. Another Master Skald or third Firewalker. I feel like I want the third Firewalker over the second Skald. We only have 1 Saga to get value from Skald guaranteed. Honestly, we might not be playing the Runeforge champion. Like it just did 3 mana 2/3, like nothing, no text. So I think I'm taking the Firewalker just for curve purposes. Pick! Yes, oh wow. Rally the Ranks and Dwarven Reinforcement in the same pack. You're killing me. So this is basically 2 mana Glorious Anthem. You just have to pick we would probably pick Berserker here, I would imagine. I guess it's not really clear, but we do have a fair amount of Berserkers. We're just gonna get pick here. Pick naming human. We could name human with, but pick is just so good. Pick is just so good for us. All right, he just got picked. It was not my fault. It was not my fault. Yeah, Code Spell Cleric, I think. Again, I want to. We have triple Firewalker, right? So I want to keep my curve low, I think, with this deck. This is the pack that we opened, so we got back Goldmaw Champion or Spectral Steel. I think we're gonna go with Goldmaw Champion. Again, I don't think I want to play the Runeforge guy. Another Raven Wings, probably not gonna play it. Put in the sideboard. This guy is just kind of okay. I don't think I'm playing Vault Rover. Fold Imposter wheeling is just disrespectful. Like, this card is just great. Big fan of Fall of the Imposter. I don't know why that wheel there. Yeah, it's too late in the pack for the enchantment wheel. It's not gonna happen. But pick is just so good in our deck, and we only have a single helm, so we definitely need the help of some other. We definitely need the help of some other equipment. Okay, our deck is not terrible. We have some reasonable card advantage. We don't have great removal. But we do have double run amok. We do have a reasonable amount of equipment. We have a bunch of clerics, so we can grow our dudes. And we have some actual bombs. So bombs are good. So I was saying earlier, this is probably going to be a 16 land deck. So we want to cut 4 cards. We literally saw no runes in our colors. The only runes that we saw were like a black and a blue rune. And both of them, they were alongside like good cards for our archetype. So like this was our second pick. And I was actively looking for runes because we also have a Master Scald. And we just didn't find any. Literally did not see a rune. This is nice flood insurance. I don't think we're going to be going too wide, so I'm not sure where Hornblast is going to get there. Squash is kind of just bad here, right? Just a 5 mana removal. One more cut. Human removal, then bomb reminded me of an old bread acronym, except I can't remember what the A and D was. My brain is bad. Oh, bread? Bombs, removal, evasion, attackers, dudes. That's funny. I'm kind of low on the Godhole Guardian. Yeah, this is not great in an aggressive deck, but like we only have 15 creatures, and we definitely want to have creatures. So I'm not sure we can really let this guy go. Probably have to. This is 16 lands. No Dwarven Reinforcements is brutal, honestly. This is technically a 7-drop. You now owe me $1 million from that instance. Thank you. Ronamok, Bounding Gold, Kaya's Onslaught. I guess this is the deck, huh? Yep, I guess this is the deck. And we are more white. Tenorca, this is from the Agility Exchange Rate Supply. Thank you for the cheers, Tenorca, I appreciate it. We're probably gonna go even here. $16 lands. I guess we have one more white source than one red source. Okay, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. So important to take a picture of the deck. And let's go. Do you like the new art for the Secret Titan layers? I don't, I mean, I don't like, I like it, but I don't like it better than the original Titan. I feel like this is different after today's update. Like the colors are kind of different. Nope. 2 lands. Keep. Let's go with this. Yeah, we're gonna need to find some lands here, but if we do, I think we're gonna be able to do some good stuff. 5-drop is not what I was hoping to draw. We do have the combo though. Oh, did I played the wrong card? Whoops. I wanted to play the Raider first. Whoopsies. Rewarded. No lands. No lands. In our move to 5. Would you play 1 picks, 2 helms, and 1 wings in a red-white aggro? I would probably play like 4 or 5 equipment. Depends on the amount of removal that you have, I guess. So now we get to attack next turn. My opponent doesn't have anything with the troll here. So we're gonna have good attacks next turn, which is nice. That really sucks. That really sucks. I guess if we find the land, I don't think I want to play Showdown here. No, next turn I want to play Showdown, so I think I'm just gonna attack with Firewalker. If we attack with Firewalker, we boast here. We both put a counter here, I mean. My opponent's probably going to trade with Sculptor. So if I attack with Frenzied Raider, my opponent can double block and I'm still trading. Yeah, so I guess I don't want to attack with the Raider, so I'm just going to attack with Firewalker. I am not activating just yet because I want my opponent to set up their blocks, and if we flip a run amok, like we're doing it. So I'm hoping to flip a run amok here. That would be awesome. Mountain. Next turn we do get to Showdown though. So that's something. Also, my opponent missed the land drop last turn. I totally didn't notice that. Oh, there's the land drop. We do have Skull to get this back, which is nice. What did we find? That kind of sucks, actually. So we're gonna get to exile the Valkyrie Sword, but we're gonna get to play both of these guys, which is nice. But Valkyrie Sword is gonna be gone forever. Still don't have good attacks. I guess they could serve with the Hawk, I guess. Don't have another fight spell, come on. You don't have another fight spell. No blocks. Why would you exile it? Because you only have 1 turn to play this. You have two, so you have the turn when you play this and then 1 more turn. And then they get exiled, so. So I'd rather play both of this because they also combo very nicely with my Frenzied Raider. I guess I'm gonna put a counter on this guy. So we're gonna play this first. And then this. Put a counter here. Next turn we can do some serious damage. So Sword's gone forever, but we still have Scald to get back the showdown next turn. This is a mull to 5. We mulligan to 5 this game. Mulligan to 5. The prof played the booster box game with Kaldheim Valley, got half of a boxing value. Yikes. Yeah, that's probably not a great idea, honestly. Frostpeak Yeti. Really? Huh. So we attack. That boasts here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 4. It's 10 damage. Plus 1 from the boast. We can do plus another 1 from the frostbite. Because we still have the effect of the showdown. So I think we want to attack first and boast. Because we don't have lethal guaranteed if we play master pre-combat. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sure. Opponent goes down to 7. Play land. Play Braggart. And we're gonna kill something. I guess I'm gonna kill the Hawk. Snow permanents. So they can get back that guy and the Sculptor of Winter. So I guess it's better for me to kill this so they can't get it back. But I mean, they already have enough to get back. This means that they can't draw. Like, I definitely want to do this now because I want to turn this into a 4/4. Five, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we can block. Yeah, because I'm gonna frostbite the birdie. So my opponent technically does not have attacks unless they just spike a removal spell. Because their dude is going to be summoning sick. So they should technically not have good attacks. The Yeti is a little bit threatening though. They are at 7. What's my opinion on pineapple pizza? I don't like it, but I think that people are too serious about that. They can attack with the unblockable, and if they rip a snowland, they can attack with the troll. Yeah, that's true. So now we attack with everything. Opponent chumps. We take 8 here. We go down to 3. I feel like we have to take this. We're down to 4, sorry. Or Ranamok is kind of busted there, right? Deft Jet with the raid, thank you so much. Welcome everybody from Deft Jet's stream. We're playing a little bit of limited here. That Ranamok was a good top deck, wasn't it? Can we do everything? So 1, 2 to boast, 1, 2 to boast, 1 more to boast, plus 2 to run amok. So I don't need to play my land pre-combat. So we swing with everything. We tap. I guess we tap the 0-4, right? My opponent puts 1 in front of everything. And then we run amok the Frenzied Raider for lethal. So attack with everything. Boast, tap the 0-4. Boast here. LOL. That was the reason to play the land, I guess. Harold Franklin, thank you for the follow. Run amok. This guy. Take 8. Wow. Mull to 5 and we got there. My opponent has a bunch of cheap dudes in their snow deck. That's weird. Showdown is gas, apparently. Yeah, I mean, you can mull to 5 and then you can just draw 4 and it's just fine. Was going to say play line game is over this turn, could draw an instant, but don't know what's in the deck. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I knew that the game was going to be over anyway, but like their run amok was in my hand already. They would just present the same deck. Is there anything different I want to change? Not really. Divine Gambit is interesting. Another mulligan. Okay, this hand's great. So we're gonna keep this hand. I guess we're just gonna bottom the Kaya's Onslaught. Or the Braggart. I think I'm gonna bottom the Braggart. Just always have Showdown in the opener. No big deal. Hive Mind plus Divine Gambit. Let's make it work. Damn, we're going deep. Okay, my opponent's draw is a lot better this game. Like they did find their snow landing time. Yes. They did find their snow landing time. Scary. I think I'm playing Firewalker here. Puts my opponent in a tough spot whether they want to attack or not. It's aggressive. pretty good. It's very greedy to attack here because I'm not going to have anything to put the counters on. So I think I'm just going to Bounding Gold the troll and pass the turn. Like if I showdown and I whiff, it's just an absolute disaster. Yeah, the wave is here. Smells good though. That guy in, there we go. Welcome back for the second month in a row. Gross. We can use this defensively, I guess. Brutal. I'm gonna have to use Kaya Song slot just so my dude doesn't die. Feels bad, man. Why is Modern no longer playable? I mean, look at literally anybody that's playing Modern. Watch their stream and tell me if you enjoy the gameplay. So I don't. So they can only use, exactly, they can only use that guy sorcery speed. So now we can do this. They only give it -2, -2, -2, -2. So it becomes a 1/2 double strike. So my opponent now doesn't have good attacks. They can attack with the Draugr, but that's it. Okay, never mind. We got God here. Are we dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're exactly dead. Am I bringing in Divine Gambit? I feel like yes, because my opponent's curve is actually pretty low. This hand looks like gasoline. What I expect would happen and what I would hope would happen, it's for them to change the ruling of how double face card works with Cascade. I think I want to Frostbite plus Cold Spell Cleric. I don't think it's easy. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, because my opponent has a bunch of ETB tap lands, right? So also the Sentinel enters. The Sentinel just blocks my flyer. Is not giving them mana yet? Yeah, but then I can't stop them from taking the mana, right? I mean, whenever anybody says easy, I think that's... I hate the use of that word in Magic, because it's never easy. They're always close decisions. This also puts 2 more power into the battlefield, while getting rid of my opponent's ability to attack. The only reason why I'm considering... Also, my opponent has the fight spell. If my opponent has the fight spell, the 1 mana fight spell, and they have any other snow land, they get to kill my Dragon King Berserker. So I don't think it's easy at all. I do think that the upside is considerable, so I'm just going to attack here, and I'm gonna play the Firewalker, and it still leaves me the option to double spell next turn. There's also the potential that they play the 2-drop. Okay, now we're, I guess, in not the worst shape. And I'm definitely boasting because we can spike a land. Easy. Easy land off the top. Can we draw land so we can get a 5/5? Yes. Can I have a 5/5, please? Thank you. Bergstrider is not bad there. We just get another dragon, and we should still win. All right. So I guess when our deck curves out, it's pretty solid, huh? When we don't move to 5 every single match, every single game, it's kind of good. It's a lot of lands. That is a lot of lands. I've been waiting this whole time for dragons. Now I'm happy. Oh yeah, Dragon O'Clock. Am I keeping this? I mean, I'm gonna be able to cast everything in my deck. I just need to draw it, and I can start drawing 2 cards a turn. Okay, it's definitely on the greedy side of things. Don't get me wrong. Perfect way to use my mana. My opponent's black-red deck has a 7-drop. That is interesting to say the least. Okay, so I guess they have Demon Bolt. They're just like, here, you go. You draw a card. You go ahead and draw a card. Where do we want to put this counter, though? I kind of like putting the counter in the Raptor. Putting it on the Firewalker is also very interesting because we get to do that. But I do suspect that my opponent has they make you sacrifice 2 creatures removals. But I guess if they do, it's a lot better if we sack the other thing. Dwarven reinforcements. So with the armory, we can get an equipment and an aura. So we can get like a pick or a helm and bounding gold. It's not half bad. That is not half bad. So we can double spell here. I think I'm just gonna attack with both of these. This guy is really scary. I feel like I want to draw a card though. I do feel like I'm falling a little bit behind here. They're gonna throw a Berserker in front of it, which is kind of fine. Mountain off the top. Now I'm gonna put the counter on the Firewalker. Dogged Pursuit. You want to talk about 4-mana enchantments, opponent? One of the 4-mana enchantments is better than the other one, I'll tell you that much. One of these 4-mana enchantments is better than the other one. Two of them. Your blocks. Start here. Nice little boasting. Run amok is what we found. I'm so good at this game. So I guess this guy's bigger. So let's Frostbite. Put a counter. I guess we don't get to Kaya's Onslaught. But I need to run amok. So I basically deal 8 points. This run amok card is pretty good, so it seems, yeah. Also, I mean, it helped that my opponent played 2 cards that did not affect the board and just did not do enough. Unfair, says Scott. Unfair. That's a fair assessment, though. That is a fair assessment. Sure. This worked last time, why wouldn't it work now, right? Can we draw a bird? Imagine if we draw the bird here. How nuts would that be? Okay, can't complain about that one too much. Ticking off many of the bucket list items from the draft deck. We got dragons, skill with run amok. Now we need to get to the pick and play for next achievement. Oh yeah. A thick pick. Gotta get the thick pick. Something tells me that this card is gonna do so much work here. Okay, so Tormentor's Helm first. Then we play Code Spell Cleric. And this is ETB, so it can put a counter on itself, which is nice. Next turn we can play Firework. This card is just so impressive. For an enchantment, turn your all lands hand into a game winner. Yeah, just hitting land drops, confirm busted. I am definitely attacking here. Seems like a great trade. Trading my 1-drop for my opponent's 3-drop. Yep, this seems great to me. Clears the way for my Firewalker. Okay. That's a whiff. It's kind of nice how I just get to use my mana every single turn. Wow, this actually does something. Wow, this actually does anything at all. I've never seen this card do anything. Also, my opponent is like an absolute greed monster. My opponent is just ridiculously greedy. Sure. Low key, this boss card also basically draws a card return. What rate is this? Common. Yeah, this is one of the best common. I mean, you need to be in an aggressive deck, right? Oh, that's a combo. So they can like blow up my once every turn? Oh, and this is a repeatable effect? Oh shit. Oh, that's really scary. Even bounding gold doesn't stop it. They sacrifice this, put a counter. Yeah, I just have to wait. I have to go get bounding gold. So I have to take this turn off. Wow. Nice. So my opponent's black-red deck with double dogged pursuit has the wolf. And their aggressive 3-color deck has a colorless source in their deck. And it worked out. And it also worked out. So we're gonna get to attack for a bunch of damage, but then my opponent's gonna get to destroy the bounding gold, but then we can get it back. Because this is just fucking pernicious deeds. Oh, it exiles! Oh, we're dead. Oh, we're hella dead. So we're gonna go for this, I guess. Just Raven Wings. They exile their own Berserker, though. I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do. We're totally gonna exile something that sucks for us, but I have to boast anyway, I think, because hitting a land drop would be pretty important, because I need another white source here. Plains. That sucks. So in upkeep, they have to take all the counters. Otherwise, they just lose. Yikes. White source? That's honestly like a sick combo. That's a really sick combo. It's a wolf god now. The good thing is my opponent doesn't have good attacks unless they have something else. Because they know about the bounding gold. Oh, fuck me. Jaunt Ponza. White land. Okay. What now? Okay, so I guess Divine Gambit seems like a card that I probably have to play. Maybe over Frostbite. My opponent's stuff seems to be fairly large. Yeah, our opponent's deck is definitely very, very greedy. I am very surprised that things worked out for them, and now we're gonna mold into Oblivion, so that sucks. My 1/1 flyer could have gotten there. I mean, they just start putting counters on the thing and they exile my 1/1 flyer, so it's not that clear cut. But if I had find a white source, then I can actually attack for 3. My opponent doesn't have good attacks. It puts me in a significantly better spot. But now we're just gonna mulligan into Oblivion. Like, my opponent's deck is so greedy, and somehow everything just worked out for them. There's no way they can afford. Like, the interaction is out. So we saw, like, we just lost to that interaction, like, in and of itself, right? But it's just disgusting, right? It is just brutal what would happen. Like they just, there's no way that their mana is consistent enough to be able to afford the, like, they're an aggressive, they're playing Dogged Pursuit, right? And now we have to go to 5. Okay, this 5 is cool. So keep, bottom that. I guess I'm gonna bottom that. Honestly, I should have kept the land, because, like, the Dragon King Berserker is, like, a card that by itself can win. I should have definitely kept the land, now that I think about it. What was I thinking? Why would I bottom a land? Never mind, I'm a genius. Please don't have a removal spell for my guy. Please don't. Don't do it. Next turn we can get a dragon. So my opponent has this turn to kill my dude. Or they need to throw a blocker under the bus, right? They just have to champ block here. And we can run amok to get some damage through and... What? Opponent? Are you sure you want to do that? Dude, pick. Just pick. GG's. Opponent's gonna need some serious shit here. If we find land, we get another dragon. Sweet. I was planning on attacking anyway. I was planning on attacking anyway, so my opponent effectively saved me a click here. I'm gonna throw both of them. And it would be really sad if I were to have a run amok here. Yep. 2 wins and moves to 5. 2 wins and mulligans to 5. Sure. We need to find a land with this hand, but am I just playing a 1-1 here just because I have the pick? I think I'm just playing a 1-1. Like, I'm missing out on the value, but I just need this guy to be able to hold the pick so I can get going. That's the upside of playing aggro. Yeah, I mean, that card is just completely busted, right? Have a rather interesting hand going on here. Another Firewalker? Don't mind if I do. Wow. I have no idea what my opponent is doing. They went Swamp, Swamp, Snow Cover, Swamp, and Foretelling on 2. No idea what they got going on, so I'm just gonna submit again. Pick? Busted! Basic Swamp again. Okay, so my opponent's playing black-red. The pick is just so good. The pick is just so absurd. Attack 2. I think I'm gonna Frostbite plus the 1-drop. And this is a 3/4, so if I boost this, it dies to Demon Bolt. So I'm just gonna put the counter here. Like, this dies to Demon Bolt regardless. I'm not gonna waste the counter. I'd rather have it to here. 4 mana for that guy. Okay. Missing land drop sucks. Missing land drops for sure sucks. We can Firewalker, or we can play Helm and equip. I think I'm gonna Firewalker. Next achievement, kill him with Helm trigger. Okay. That one's tough to do, because like your opponent is probably dead regardless. No blocks here. I don't think my opponent is going to activate. Yep. Not surprising. So they suck a dude. 3 damage to any target. Okay. Well, that's fucking gross. Each player discards a card. Brutal. Not hitting land drops is not great. You heard it here first. Another white land. Maybe I shouldn't have traded earlier. Opponent's probably gonna take the trade, I imagine. So they're gonna get back the 3/3, which is a 4/4 now. Not gonna block. They can spend 4 mana if they want to. Get back the pet. Okay, he got back the pet. Can't cast it though. So if I attack with everything, my opponent, I mean, I guess they have a good attack, a good block here. Yeah, I think I swing with everything. They can, on the crackback, they can swing for 9, but that's not enough. This just still uses our mana very nicely. We boast, trade, damage happens, down to 6, and now we get to use a red mana to Helm, and now we used white mana to Cleric, and we put a counter. At this point, we're kind of all in, right? We could put a counter here. They're not gonna be able to cast 2 spells, I don't think. I think that we just go all in on the Battlefield Raptor. If they have a Demon Bolt or a removal spell for our Raptor, we're fucked, but otherwise we may be in okay shape. My opponent wants to boast. I don't care, because if they boast, they lose. They can only have 1 run amok, which is not lethal. Yep, sweet. Awesome. Nice little trophy. Multiple mulligans to 5 that ended up in wins. So that was kind of awesome. Our deck was pretty gas. Here's the deck list again. Our deck was definitely pretty gas. We had like early game, the clerics worked over time. Obviously Pick was probably the best card in the deck. And these guys drew so many cards. It's kind of amazing. Like, this card is so good in the aggressive decks. Just no removal, no problem, no big deal. All right, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.